Welcome back to the desk. We've had a big week in William Paterson sports, and women's soccer has been making headlines all week long. Here to break down the Lady Pioneers and their playoff picture is Turner-Demondo and Filip Dimitrovski. Guys, the ladies have their first playoff game in the NJAC tournament tomorrow. What does it look like? Break it down for me.
Well, Mason, the Pioneers will be traveling to Montclair State to take on Montclair State. They match up pretty tight, to be honest. William Paterson entering 13 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, finishing 5-4 in the conference. But Montclair State just a little better with 14 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, finishing an impressive 7-2 in the conference. Not to mention that Montclair State will have the home field advantage. This is the second time they will be meeting this season. The first time they faced, Montclair State picked up a 3-1 victory at home.
Phil, what do you see here?
As much as I want to say they aren't, Montclair State is a very scary team on paper. They're outscoring their opponents more than 5-1 goals per game and only allowed 11 goals all season so far. They are a very scary team to play against.
Yeah, and the first time they matched up, Montclair State had 22 total shots.
Okay.
William Paterson had 7. That's mind-blowing, especially because William Paterson on the year only allowed 23 goals. It's not like they're a defense that gives up a lot of goals. Montclair State just produce goals game after game. 62 total goals in the season. That's impressive. That's a lot. I don't know if William Paterson's defense is going to have enough to compete with 62 goals. I mean, they put up 3 in the first time they faced.
The William Paterson defense is pretty solid, but they just run the pace they want to. MSU is so good at controlling the pace of the game, and that's the one thing they have to really worry about is the Pioneers. They have to really worry about running the pace of the game, make sure Montclair doesn't get too comfortable too early.
Okay. Now, big matchup coming up, so William Paterson, both sides really need to utilize their key players. Let's talk about William Paterson. Let's talk about the forward position. Who's the key player there for you?
Well, it's tough to choose, but it's pretty obvious. There's one good player. It's a freshman forward, number 14, Marissa Adelman. When you watch her highlights, it's going to blow you away. She has 18 goals in 18 games. Right here, right away. Takes the ball right away. Easy shot, easy goal for her. We don't have time to show all of her goals because there's 18 of them. I can't stress that enough. Basically, every single game, she's guaranteed to score. Look, the midfield sets it up. A beautiful through ball to her. All you need to do is just get her one-on-one with the keeper, provides a goal every single time. She is a little smaller. She's 5'3". She's from Branchburg, New Jersey, but she is a winner. This is a girl who had 20 goals, or excuse me, she had 32 goals in 20 games her senior year. Right here again, ball gets sent in the box. Easy little chip shot for her right over the keeper. An impressive shot that seems so hard for us as normal people to do, but it's just an easy day's work for her. One last goal that she has, it's just easy, right past the keeper, almost upper 90. This girl gets more impressive every day.
Definitely agree here. What would you say, Phil?
I mean, in the simplest way possible, a forward is meant to try to score goals and produce goals for the team, and there's no better person on the team than her for that job.
Now, Adelman, definitely the key scorer. Let's back it up a little bit, talk about the midfield position. Who's the key player for you, Phil?
If I had to choose one out of the midfield, I'd say it's freshman midfielder Kristen Bowe.
Okay.
I think she's really what a midfielder is at its truest form. She's just producing goals, number 1 on the team in assists. She's number 2 in goal scoring. As you can see here, she can move up like a midfielder should at times and score goals just like as she did right there. She has no problem facing up into the forward position if she has to and can just rip it to the back of the net.
Yeah, and already she's tough from corner and spots positions. Right here, corner spot, gets it upper 90 near. Another from a set piece, able to knock it. Ball gets kind of bounced around. It ends up going to her. But the best thing to have in a midfielder is what she has. 7 goals, 5 assists. You want your midfielders to be kind of around level when it comes to goals and assists because they want to be able to move all the way up and score themselves. But at the same time, you need someone who can send it out to your forwards like Marissa Adelman, who can also produce goals.
Sure. Now, clearly the attack and our offense seems pretty set. We're a high-scoring team. Let's back it up here. We got to score goals, but we also need to, make sure goals aren't scored upon us. Let's talk about the defense. Philip, start us off. Key player for defense.
I think the key defender is not even a defender in itself. It's the goalkeeper, Angela Sandelli, sophomore from Landing, New Jersey. I think she's really a solid player that could stop them from scoring goals, which is what they really want to do. And as you can see here, she gets a couple easy saves from the beginning, but that's only because the defense is closing in on the opposing team's offense, and they really stop goals before they even get that shot up, before they don't even get good shots in on goal.
Hey Mason, if we had enough time, we would show every defender's highlights because this really is a team effort from all of them. All the defenders together provide great defense and help her out a ton. To be honest, what's the best goalie in the world always have? A great defense in front of them.
No, of course. Now, big matchup, like we said. I'm feeling good after watching those highlights. What's your game prediction here for me?
It's a tough game. On the road, Montclair State clearly has the advantage. Winner also has to travel to Rowan, another tough team to play. I think the Pioneers can pull it out. I truly do. I'm seeing a 1-0 victory. It's going to be a tight one. The stats are going to be close, but I think the Pioneers win this one 1-0.
Phil, what do you think?
I'm with Chris on this. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. William Patterson's women's Pioneers, they had such a good season, and it's such a shame they have to go against someone so hard in the tournament right now. But I do think the Pioneers could truly win this game.
Excellent. Fingers crossed for our ladies. Aside from women's soccer, the rest of the Pioneers have an eventful week as well. To tell us more on William Patterson athletics, we go to Chris Douglas. Chris?
Men's soccer took a tough 2-0 loss on their senior night on Wednesday. The Pioneers gave an 18-2 Rutgers-Newark team an incredible run for their money, battling in a scoreless match for 72 minutes before the Scarlet Raiders put in the go-ahead goal in the 73rd minute. The team finishes their season at 8-8-2. William Patterson field hockey team jumped out of the gate strong against Drew, taking a 3-0 lead in the first half with goals from Megan Stanton, Maureen Gill, and Katie Stester. They protected the lead in the second half, holding off the Rangers in a 3-2 victory. The Lady Pioneers hope to cap their season by improving to an even 9-9 on their senior day against Keene on October 29th. Lastly, William Patterson football suffered a road loss at Southern Virginia 26-17. Anthony DeMarsico reeled in a 42-yard touchdown reception from James Waldron, but the Knights' rushing attack proved to be too much for the Pioneers. They will take their 2-5 record back on the road to Ieuan, New Jersey, where they will face TCNJ on October 29th.
Thank you, Chris. Stay tuned for Giuseppe and crew to talk some World Series action. Stay tuned.